In St. John's Gospel, chapter 14, from verse 12. And this is very significant. It says, verily, very truly, I tell you. Now, we must be reading from the NIV. Stay in the King James first. All right? Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. I want you to notice very carefully what he says, because if you don't understand it, you can't use it. You can't apply something you don't understand. You have to understand it to be able to use it. He says, verily, verily, I say unto you. Verily, verily means assuredly, most assuredly. I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also. Stop for a second. Have you ever thought about the works that Jesus did? He says, the works that I do shall he do also. The one who believes in me will do the works that I do. So what works did Jesus do? And it says, the one who believes in him will do the same works. Let's read. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. It says, because, I'm stopping, I'm going to the Father, and you're going to continue. Right? So he doesn't have the time to do more. And then those who believe in him are going to have a lot more time. All right. Now, keep this in your mind, what he's talking about. He that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also. So you're going to have to underline that, because, what's he talking about? Next verse. And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. Remember, this is chapter 14, which means this discussion came before chapter 16. All right, it's a long discussion. It's a long discussion. But he got here before the one we read about. In that one, he says, don't ask me. Ask the Father, and he will give it to you. Ask the Father in my name. Don't ask me. Ask him in my name. In this one, he says, whatever you ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. It goes further in the next verse. If you shall ask anything in my name, I will do it. Isn't this contradicting what he said in chapter 16? It looks like, but it's not. What's the difference? In chapter 16, he was talking about prayer. In chapter 14, I told you to underline something. He was talking about doing the works. Doing the works. Doing the works. What does this mean? What does this mean? Question. How did Jesus do the works that he did, that he was referring to? There are works of love. Works of love. And you demonstrate that love towards those that you can see to begin with. Because he says, if you can't love the man that you can see, how can you love God that you cannot see? We read that. 1 John 4:20. Okay, you are serving God. You believe in Jesus Christ. You're serving God. But you will not help your siblings. You can't remember them, but you remember God. Really? What about your parents? If you will not help those that you can see, if a man will not provide for his own, then it says especially those of his own house, he has denied the faith. Or even a spouse. Because sometimes you have a Christian who will not provide for the spouse or for the children. It happens. Jesus is saying, if you are in such a situation, you denied the faith. Loving God is expressed in loving people.
To watch and get other related messages from Pastor Chris, kindly explore the Pastor Chris Digital Library, available on the LoveWorld App Store.